Well, that coat looks like it's going to work. Before we get started, I want to give a couple of shout outs. I got some stickers. Larry at Larry's E24 YouTube channel, he sent me a sticker, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below. Corey with Creative Images, he actually makes stickers, and I'll leave a link to his Etsy shop in the description below. I'd also like to thank Justin at Make Build Modify. He gave me a bunch of really great information that helped me fix up my websites and get them so they're actually usable. And just so you know, the websites are Wildman.Tech, Clampmaker.com, CarversMallet.com, and SteelHairPinLegs.com. All of those sites are up and running. They're fully functional. You can actually buy things off them now, and it's all thanks to Justin giving me the kind of advice and confidence that I needed to go ahead and get to work on them and get them up to snuff. I also have two other shout outs. Ryan at Waylight Creations has been doing a weekly maker report, and he featured me in that a couple of weeks, so I wanted to thank him for that. And then Gil over at Makers Monday has also featured me on his weekly report, and I want to thank both of them for doing that. And I'll leave links to all these channels in the description below. Also, if you would like a sticker, just either send one of your stickers or a self-addressed stamped envelope to my address in the description below, and the address is also on my website, wildman.tech. So, with that, let's get on with this week's build. This here is Shiva, and Shiva is with me almost all the time. But when she's not with me, I have to leave her out back all alone. And when I do that, I put this coat on her, but she's worn her coat out, so we need to make a new one. And since I have no formal training in tailoring, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this coat and adapt it, modify it. That's today's project. So I've cut the sleeves off just to get them out of the way, but the hole that remains is too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around here and make a seam that will define the new leg holes. Then I will cut off the excess material and fold it over to make a nice little hem. Now the difference between Shiva and a human person is that she doesn't have shoulders. So here's the problem, is we've got all this extra material here for the shoulder, and we don't need that, so we're just going to sew around it, and that's going to be our new leg hole. Okay, so that looks like about the right size and shape, so I'm just going to cut that out now. And that's pretty good. That's about the same size and shape as Shiva's old coat. So I'm going to just trim this up, fold this over, and make a nice hem. Okay, so that's looking okay. All I need to do is the same thing on the other side now. And we'll just do the same thing again. We'll make a big outline, and then we'll cut it out and hem it. Okay, now this collar is really funky, so it's got like 2 collars here, and I'm going to just cut this decoration collar off. Now you see we still got a collar there. And I should be able to come in, now that I can see both sides, I should be able to come in and trim that real close. So I've cut this about as close as I can, and what I'm going to do to seal it up is just burn it with a cigarette lighter. And that should melt those ends. The white stuff should not burn because it should be loaded with fire retardant, but it'll make a nice little decoration. Now we're ready to do a fitting. Come here, come on, come on. Okay, that's good, right there. Okay, that's not too bad. So all we got to do is come in here and trim this up. So yeah, that's looking all right. Come in here, put a pin in there. And hope she doesn't get stuck with it. And then we'll come right back up to right there. Okay. Alright, good girl. Go on. Now it's a little bit too long for her on the bottom, so what I want to do is I want to come in here and sew a big arc. And then I'll come back behind and hem it off the way we did on the shoulders. Okay, so this fit looks pretty good. All I need to do is hem this off, and bonus, she's got pockets now that she didn't have before. She's such a good dog. So one last thing I want to do is dress up these edges where the interior stuffing is showing through. And the way I want to do that is the same way they originally did this on this coat, is they just came in with a piece of vinyl and sewed over the edge. So I'm going to go to the fabric store and get me a piece of vinyl, preferably to match that, and I'm going to dress out these edges and hide all that batting material. Alright, so I found some vinyl, and just so I don't have to put pinholes in it, I've actually glued it onto the cloth here. And this should make a nice little edge. Okay, how's that feel, huh? How does that fit? Okay, well it's a little bunchy right there, and I don't know how to fix that, but at least it stays on, And it's better than the one she wore out. Here, turn around, model for the people. Come here. Alright, that is looking pretty good, and you are one good looking dog. Okay. Well, there it is. Shiva's new coat. Let's go for a walk. Shiva, come here. Come. Good girl. I think that turned out all right for a self-taught dog tailor. And you might be wondering, why does a dog need a coat? Especially out here in California, where the lowest it ever gets is maybe 40 degrees most of the time. 32-degree days are pretty rare. But, you know, the thing is, when I'm not home, that dog will stand out at the gate in the rain, looking, waiting. And I just don't want her getting soaking wet, because then she'll bring it back in the house. Besides, that's the best dog I ever had. Of course, I'm the best dog owner I've ever been, also. Anyway, that's all for this week. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click up here to see my last video. Click over here to see something of mine that YouTube thinks you'll like. And have a good one.